semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype of the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. It's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, USC.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. Throw it off the one pass option. He's brought down just short of the mark on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Design quarterback line. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a 4th down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made after a big game.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Looking to pass, it's Turner. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. The Trojans come to the line to run a hurry up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wide out. He's got it in the open. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
This offense shows its explosive ability. One huge play. They're set up just inside the red zone now. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle. Now the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. They're showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Big moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, third down in the red zone. Can they convert? Scanning the field. It's Turner. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. The snapper, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab near the sticks. It's Presley. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the fourth down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them. And you're rewarded with a first down.
And the Trojans line it up with first and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Coming up, second down and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Trojans, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early, and now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
On the double.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And the Wolverines come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Dropping back, it's Johnson. And the completion made. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
1st and 10 now for the offense.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Keeping it on the ground here. Running through the tackle. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaks into the clear. At the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. As they fight back here in this playoff game.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Well, early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, dead right at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And it's a direct snap. Now when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. To the air, it's Turner. Caught over the middle, it's Preston. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Good throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And boy, oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
A quick throw out left, complete. Gets some space around the 30. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's first and goal at the 3. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal off that loss. That's a design quarterback keeper. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. To the air, it's Turner. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Michigan. Goes strong into the end zone. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. But he's got some space here. Heads out of bounds at the 42, and the offense takes over right there in good position.
line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Right for a quick completion. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a fourth and short. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Trojans will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. He's throwing for it on fourth down. Bringing pressure. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Now he's bringing it back. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. They now have the lead in the semifinal game.
An aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
And knocked through the extra point. The lead is set at 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Look out, room to run here. First down, looking for more now. They bring him down. The Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job. No matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw. It's Turner. Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking for the wideout. And it's a comeback route. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Now that's exactly what you love to see here in this 2-minute offense. You come up with a big play, and all of a sudden your mindset gets much more aggressive. You're not thinking just about 3 points. Maybe take some shots, get the ball into the end zone.
Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, USC.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air. We can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
PAT to tie things as we head into the break. And he knocks it right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Play action here on 1st down. Throws it to the right. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first update. The Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. Offense is back on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. They get the second half started with their running play. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down at the 45.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game. Being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
First down and 10 now. And on the carry, he's heading left. Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back when they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Receiver in motion now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back, it's Johnson. On the move now. And finally, he's looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The Wolverines will line up now. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. And they jump on top here in the second half.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but it shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And he knocks through the PAT. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. snap. He's got room to run. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Turner. He's running out of time here. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. They'll face a 3rd and 6. He keeps it on a design run. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it, when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st down, it's play action. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Pressure is coming. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. To pick up the 3rd and short through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
21.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Now here's the toss play. He's got the first and still going. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Design quarterback run. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
That gain makes it 2nd and medium. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Back to pass. It's Turner. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and he can't hang on to it. That's a guy known for his hands. Couldn't take it off. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Trojans will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking to make a play deep downfield. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that 1st down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Ball handed off. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
The offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. The wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few in the play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to throw. It's Turner. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted, a takeaway for the defense. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. Controversial and unsuccessful 4th down decision has set the offense up 1st and goal. Takes the toss, heads to his right. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tight end goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And the Wolverines looking to run some tempo here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the extra point makes the lead 20 here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
USC 21.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Back to throw. It's Turner. Running out of time in the pocket. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Pass caught on a comeback route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking to throw yet again. Going for a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
They're trailing by this much in the fourth quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
He's back to throw again on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on him here late, these obvious drop-back situations.
Looking downfield, it's Turner. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense will recover, but it's way short of the first down and a turnover on downs.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Grinding away with a running game. Fights off a defender. Headed for the end zone. They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all.
Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
USC 21.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Scanning the field. It's Turner. Moves out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Out of the gun now on third down. It's a quick grab. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And the Trojans begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
That's reeled in. It's Presley. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. And it's the defense who stops the clock now with 17 seconds remaining.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, it's Johnson. He's got him on a crossing route. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility. And on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
Looking downfield near the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Hey, let's face it, this aggressive approach has helped them build the lead that they've had. But what they've done now by not executing and getting this 1st down, they've given the opponent really good field position and a chance to get back in the game.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And he hits it out of bounds after a big game. Fans of this offense wondering why they didn't see more of that earlier.